You cannot be overweight or obese if you are to be a man of high value. Health is a choice, and this is Healthy Independent of Circumstance in the Independent of Circumstance series. Let's get right into it. Health is a combination of three simple things: proper nutrition, proper sleep, and proper exercise. That's it. If you want to be able to be healthy throughout your life, you need to be wise about those three things. And you gotta do all three. You can't just do one or two of them. All three must be done. I suggest that you start with sleep. If you've got horrible sleep, you're not going to be able to recuperate. You're not going to be able to solve life's issues because your sleep is going to be up and down. This is why I highly recommend those that have night shifts to stop. Not stop immediately. Get those day jobs first in order for you to replace the night shift. If the night shift thing is something that happens temporarily, that's just this week, and then I'm never going to do it again, great, all right? You don't have to quit your job just because you got night shift coming. I'm just saying, long-term night shifts are going to ruin you. How do I know? Because I did them, okay? I drove Uber back in the day, and I did night shifts because you made 2 times more than you would if you drove daytime. Would I do it again? If I knew then what I knew now, of course not. Because night shifts are going to ruin your ability to make money and to make wise choices in your life. And that's why this one needs to start first. Make sure your morning routine and evening routine are exactly the same, independent of circumstance. There's sometimes people have flights, they happen in the evenings. It is what it is, right? If you're going to have a cheap flight, then sometimes it's going to be not during the day, right? But you need to find a way to get the necessary sleep that you need, independent of you having a night flight or not. I'm just using that as an example because you need your proper sleep. And it needs to be independent of circumstance. I will get in my sleep no matter what. If you've taken care of sleeping at the same time every single day, going to bed on time and preferably always before midnight, and then you wake up 8 hours later, fantastic, okay? This is how it's supposed to be in order for you to recover properly from your work, from your exercise, and from maybe a lack of nutrition. Preferably, you have an amazing nutrition so you don't need to recover too much from sleep, but if you don't, it is what it is. Let's go over to nutrition. There's a certain amount of calories that you need in order for you to maintain your weight. There's a certain amount of calories that you need to skip on in order for you to lose weight. Like I've said in the beginning of this video, being overweight or obese is not acceptable in today's day and age because we've got information telling us exactly how to get to our ideal weight within exactly the amount of weeks that it takes. To be honest, I didn't even know this until I really started studying this just a few weeks ago because I don't need it, but I have family members in my family who do. And so I started committing to understanding how calories work and how to count them and how to make sure that you get the necessary protein that you need, etc., etc. And now I figured out, gosh dang, there's no reason for anyone ever to be overweight or obese. It's math. You just have to do the numbers, understand what your number is, make sure that you restrict your diet to those amount of calories, and obviously get the sufficient amount, but don't do more than that. It's pretty straightforward. And for as a guy, since you are exercising and since you are disciplined with what you eat, why are you overweight or why are you obese? If you are, you need to be a part of On Track immediately, Men of High Value. Okay, we're changing the name soon. Because you just need consistency. You just need someone to hold you accountable. If you're overweight or obese, make the necessary changes now because it's affecting every single part of your life. Why? Because it's affecting your self-worth. Your self-worth keeps you where you're at. If you have low self-worth, nothing good is ever going to happen. If you have high self-worth, amazing self-worth, amazing things will exponentially happen in your life. And it starts with your health. This is why healthy, independent of circumstance is crucial, because no matter what happens in your life, no matter what happens in your family's life or the circumstance that you are in, as long as you can make sure you're fit and healthy, things are okay. That's what you need to get to, where at least that is working in your life. Maybe your relationships are not working, maybe your money situation is not working, but not having your health functioning properly, that's a huge issue that you can solve right now, immediately. And for those of you who have, like things that are like diseases or issues that seem to be unsolvable, it's not unsolvable, because nutrition is what causes you to heal your body. As long as you're healing faster than you are deteriorating, you will heal, especially if you're my age or younger. So for you to go in the direction of exponential decline and towards death is not acceptable at this day and age. I mean, knock on wood, except for accidents, but if your life is properly working and you've got goals, it's very unlikely that you're going to have really, really bad accidents happen to you. They still do happen, obviously, but the universe protects. Did you know that? The universe protects if you are a man of high value seeking to alleviate the needs of others. It's amazing how that works. Obviously, sometimes people are taken away from us too early, but the vast majority of the cases, it's up to you to have great health. And the last one is exercise. Exercise should always, 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 always be a part of your life. You should always have 30 minutes of exercise every single day, where you start sweating, where things are actually like where your heart rate goes up and you are progressing towards your goals in that fitness situation. You cannot not exercise. If you're not exercising as a man, you're not a man of high value. You cannot be. It's impossible. Because back in the day, exercise was a natural part of life, because they had to struggle and survive and work out in the fields or work with trades or whatever it was in order for them to survive and earn food on their table. At this point in time, we don't really need that much physical activity anymore in order for us to make money. And so we are deteriorating physically just because we can get a paycheck without our physical, effort. And this is why, if you are going to ever become a man of high value and be masculine, you have to put in 30 minutes of exercise every day. I took this one lightly, not anymore. This past year, I've exercised, and it's the first time in my life that I got a proper six-pack. At 38? Like, what's wrong with you, Joseph? Seriously, you should have figured this out at 16. And you should have kept that figure, right? And, that body for the rest of your life. I didn't. But now you know. So if you're earlier than me, always do 30 minutes every single day and progressively do a little bit more. Because if you do that, you're going to have your dream body within just a few short years, if not months. It's amazing what your body can do when you actually put in the effort. And we as men of high value, we always put in the effort. We put in the 10 to 11 to 12 hour work day so that we have an 80-hour work week, and we do the exercise, and we sleep on time and wake up early, and we make sure our food is on point. We do everything, because without our health, you cannot be productive, and without being productive, you cannot be happy. There is no reason for you, if you're normal, if you don't have any, huge inherited issues, or, that you've gotten since birth or whatever it is, but even then, you can improve your health situation by making a decision to improve that situation with your health. There's no excuse. Make sure you get the accountability and consistency to start what you need to get doing right now. Do not hesitate anymore of taking care of your health so that it is optimal at all times. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.